So the question with him is, why so late? But also, is he a vastly improved horse or simply a Tapeta Tiger?
Indeed, Graham, Tapeta Tiger for a horse that's got winning form at Royal Ascot. Disappointed when last seen out on turf in this country and expected to need the run on Saturday, according to connections.
Is that correct? Well, that sounds a potential note of alarm. When we see the ratings later on for this race, some people would say, well, have a look at this horse. He's well in on the ratings and he's a big, big price. It looks like he's going to run. I assume Barcelona will ride him as he did in the Dubai World Cup. But it's a rating that stems from the Dubai World Cup. Let's pick it up. It seems a long while ago now. But we've become accustomed to the Dubai World Cup throwing up tactical contests and maybe results that don't really tally with what we expected. But we can't knock Monterosso for that. There he is, white cap. Sheepskin noseband in fourth. Had a couple of big name American horses in here who didn't deliver. Royal Delta, Game on Dude. They have delivered since when back in the States. So we had a deep field here. So You Think's on the inside in the purple white seams. And you can see that Monterosso blows by him, blows by Capone, his fellow Godolphin runner, and finds plenty to win it in handsome style with Barcelona in typical style, or typical style before he got the hard word about these celebrations, celebrating with about 30-35 metres to run. So You Think is back and forth. Barcelona is up in the irons. Tremendous image for a very, very famous and valuable success. The question is, can Monterosso come close to that level or replicate that level back on turf? First time out after a fairly lengthy break. As Alex touched on, he had an option at Sandown in the spring. He had an option in the Coronation Cup. He had an option in the Prince of Wales Stakes. He didn't take any of those options up for whatever reason. So he's back first time out after Dubai in a very deep field. He was a good horse on turf, no doubt about it. He won the King Edward VII Stakes over 1.5 miles in his days for Mark Johnson.
2010.
He ran a very good race behind Cape Blanco in the Irish Derby, but he never looked a potential Group 1 winner, not by 3 or 4 lengths on turf. He never did. So the question is he a Tapeta Tiger or just a much improved horse? Saturday will go a long way towards answering that question, but I'm of the opinion that although Tapeta is a very, very forgiving surface, it's had mixed reviews, I think, in recent times. It doesn't always provide very solid form guides for horses coming back from Dubai on Tapeta to Britain on turf. So I'm out for the moment. I'm happy to watch and learn about Monterosso. He could be a Tapeta Tiger. He's likely to come up short against So You Think and company.
And form between Tapeta and turf, what the demands of different surfaces? I mean, can you equate form between the two?
I'd take counsel on this from people like Angus and James who did the Carnival in depth, and they would have a better idea of the mechanics as to why the two surfaces are not necessarily transferable. But for the moment, I'm cautious, and I would think that Godolphin may well think that their stronger contender for this year's Coral Eclipse is Far, who I assume will be ridden by Dettori with Barcelona on Monterosso.
Monterosso then, Alec, we know it's won the Dubai World Cup. It's also finished third in the Dubai World Cup. It hasn't raced on turf for a while, and the last time it did, it was a bit of a flop.